Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be looking at another institutional reference point as explained by Michael Hudson and Solomon Kings. Today I'm going to be looking at what we call the fair value gap. Now, going straight to the point, fair value gap occurs when you have three consecutive green candles, three consecutive red candles, two green and a red candle, two red and a green candle. The order does not matter. Now let us check these candles properly. I'm going to make it big. That's these three candles here. If you see this candle, look at this first candle, look at this second candle, look at this third candle. Now what do you observe? The wick of this candle does not touch the wick of this candle. I'm going to use my horizontal line to take note of the wicks. Now the wicks of this candle did not touch the wick of the third candle. Please take note, fair value gap is between the first candle and the third candle. Let's assume these are first candle, these are second candle, and these are third candle. So a fair value gap has been created, and such fair value gaps tend to get filled up. So this fair value gap is an institutional reference point where market makers always hide, and you observe that's where market, anytime markets get there, the market reacts over time. So that's fair value gap. So fair value gaps are formed when you have a green candle, you have a green candle, you have a third green candle, and the wick of the third candle does not touch the wick of the first candle. What causes a fair value gap? Fair value gap is caused by buy-side imbalance, that is buyers buying and them not waiting for sellers to sell at the same time. So it is an example, the fair value gap is an example of the institutional reference points that we're talking about. Sometimes you have the first candle. Look at now, look at this red candle, look at this green candle and this green candle. So these three of them, the three candles are already has a fair value gap. That is the candle here, the candle here, and then the candle here. So those three candles already has a fair value gap. So that's what I mean by fair value gap. So you can see fair value gap, and fair value gaps are always or later filled. You can see what happened. Market came, got rejected in the previous fair value gap, and market got filled and all that. So fair value gaps are always filled over time, if not immediately. Later, they eventually get filled. And implied fair value gaps also comes into play when you have three candle formations. Like look at this first candle, second candle, and third candle. The wicks touch, that is this one, and this one. But if you observe the wicks, they touch each other. Like I said here, for the fair value gap, the wicks do not touch. Why is this implied? It is implied because the first candle and the third candle's wick touch. But for the implied fair value gap, you're going to take 50% of the first candles wick and 50% of the length of the third candles wick, and that gives you your region of your implied fair value gap. I hope this has been simple and explanatory enough. I hope to see you in another video. Ensure you subscribe to my channel, Edu Paradox. Thank you. See you in another video.